While Jeopardy was proven to be a big success after 6 years since it had been on when it came back in 1984, we soon got this little game show that proved to be a competitor but just didn't have enough power, even with having three adults going up against three kids. Yes, so brace yourselves, because I cannot believe that it's been 35 years since this game show came out. So here it is on the wide world of game shows today. It's the Quiz Kids Challenge. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews presents Wide World of Game Shows. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Joel, the Big D to you. This is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, and I'm back with another episode of the Wide World of Game Shows. Yes, today I'm going to be talking about a very underrated game show from long ago. But I'll tell you this was pretty much of a challenge. But even so, it was really, really something. Anyway, now you know there had been numerous game shows that were quiz based shows, even once the show scandal of long ago even came along. But there was also quiz kids programs long ago. And in 1990, we eventually got this show right here that involved school children trying to answer questions posed to them by various adults as they go up against each other. So now, without further ado, here it is. I bring to you the Quiz Kids Challenge. The Quiz Kids Challenge was a puzzling but challenging quiz show for the youngsters as they go up against adults. It originally premiered in syndication in September of 1990 and was produced by the Goober Peters Company along with Showmark Productions. Okay, so the Quiz Kids Challenge first premiered on September 10th, so I'm celebrating its 35th anniversary a little early. The show's host was Jonathan Prince, who recently just celebrated his 67th birthday just a couple of days ago. So happy late birthday. Now, of course, who had recently done a CBS series called Mr. Merlin and also appeared in the film Private School and the syndicated sitcom known as Throb. But eventually, he also co wrote and produced the underrated George Burns film 18 Again. Yes. And that led to a job as a consultant on the television specials Whatever Became of, where he met the late great Dick Clark, and that of course led to the creation of the TV series American Dreams, and you know, and I think you remember that show. But let's get back to the Quiz Kids Challenge. Now then, the series was a different take on the original Quiz Kids concept. Now, Quiz Kids was a radio and TV series that originally was broadcast in the 1940s and 1950s. And the show was produced by, well, I'm not sure where, but it originally came on NBC first and then later CBS. I don't really know too much about this one, but I do know of the Quiz Kids Challenge since I caught reruns of this show. Because, well, we didn't have an actual independent affiliate that carried this, even though we had gone our Fox affiliate, though. But let's get back to this again. Excuse me. Instead of a panel of children answering trivia questions posed to them by a series of adults. The show was conducted as a head to head competition where a team of three adults were pitted against a team of quiz kids, school children between the ages of 12 and 14. A new adult team competed on each show while a team of quiz kids played for an entire week. Now, although the game is similar to other quiz shows, most notably Jeopardy, but however, unlike that, you don't answer in the form of a question. In the first round, a game board of 9 monitors displayed 8 categories. A random player was chosen to pick a category, and a toss up question was asked for $50. Buzzing in and answering correctly won the team the money, and the opposing team got a chance to answer if a player came up with the wrong answer. For 7 of the 8 categories on the board, 2 additional toss ups were asked at $50 per correct answer. The eighth category was the triple play, which only featured one toss up but paid off at $150 for the team that answered it. Once a category was played, the last player to give a correct answer chose the next category for his or her team. Later in the run, one of the categories was labeled Viewer's Choice. Questions fitting these types of categories were based on suggestions from the home viewing audience. After the first round was over, round 2 began, which was double or nothing. In this round, 8 new categories were displayed on the board. The trailing team was given control of the board to start, and as before, a $50 toss up question was asked. The team that answered it could then decide to either bank the $50 or play on. And if they chose the latter option, a second toss up was asked for of the remaining 2 players. If one of them answered that question, the bank doubled to $100, and the choice was given to the last remaining player. If that player answered a third question correctly, the team received $200 total. If one of the players gave an incorrect answer, the opposing team could seal the money and control with a correct answer. If not, the category was taken out of play, and the player who gave the last correct answer chose a new category. The double or nothing round was played with a time limit. Well, in a way, and a buzzer sounded to indicate when that limit expired. Well, there was no actual time limit, but it was just played until they heard the buzzer. The final round was a speed round, the 100-second challenge, that was played with 4 categories. To start that, a member of the trailing team chose one of the 4 categories, and a question in it was asked, and then the time limit started. Once someone buzzed in and gave an answer. If that player answered correctly, he or she got to pick a category. If not, the opposing team was given a chance to answer. If neither team answered correctly, the category was replaced and the next question was asked from the new category. The questions doubled in value every 25 seconds as the round progressed, effectively dividing the round into 4 parts. Each correct answer paid $50 during the first part, $100 during the second, and $200 during the third, and $400 for the last part. The team in the lead when time ran out won the game. Both teams split their final totals, which were each split 3 ways. Since the quiz kids competed for an entire week, their winnings would be banked, and each day for the rest of the week, the winnings would be added to any previous money won. The quiz kids' final tally was revealed at the end of their week, and their total was split between the 3 of them. Unfortunately, this didn't quite take off so big. It was one of 5 syndicated game shows that premiered in the fall of 1990 and second to be canceled, ending on December 28, 1990, after an overall total of 4 months, 16 weeks to be exact, and an overall total of 80 episodes produced and aired. The show was never seen again until years later when Game Show Network came out. It had been seen numerous times on the network and even during their Kids Zone block in the late 90s. But after that, the show has never been seen again. Oh, another thing about this game is that it does share with Jeopardy! Its announcer was Johnny Gilbert. He was the primary announcer. There was also an alternative, the late great Arthur W. Ferguson, better known as Charlie Tuna. But anyway, Quiz Kids Challenge, I feel like, is a pretty underrated game show, but I feel like it is a pretty fun one though. It really proved to have a big success and what have you. But again, like I said, it's a really challenging experience. Believe me, now we've had other games. We may have had maybe a few game shows that had kids helping out in ways like Child's Play from 1982. But this was long before we even got the kids' version of Jeopardy and Jep, or even Pick Your Brain, or I don't know what other games you could pick. And I think even before they finally let kids be on Jeopardy. But nevertheless, I feel like this is a pretty cool, this game has a pretty cool concept though, and I really appreciate it for what it had to offer. Now, let me go ahead and give you a look at this through a picture. Now, as you can see, this from the site Alarmy, and I'm going to show you. This is black and white. This is what one of the sets the Quiz Kids Challenge looked like. See, the top row is the adults, the bottom row is kids, and of course, right there standing is host Jonathan Prince. Now, that's all I can show to you of the Quiz Kids Challenge. Is there a way to see this even if it's not been seen again? Yes, there are about 3 episodes I found maybe 3 episodes on YouTube. But like I said, you have to look very careful because a lot of other quiz kids type things or games that are for kids in my view will get mixed in. So you gotta look real sharp and try to find an episode. I did find one episode from its actual original airing in the 90s. So anyway, that's a good chance, but that's it. That's all I can tell you where you can find it. I wish you the best of luck in trying to find them somewhere else if you can't find me on here. I think this should have kept going. If this had been a success, well, I think you get the rest. So, what did you think of the Quiz Kids Challenge? Now, come to which as this will come to the end of another episode of Wide World Game Shows. What did you think of this series? Should this have been kept going and what have you? If so, let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, be a part of the Big D Nation, continue to help support my channel, and you know the rest. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of the original Piranha. And also, in 1 week from tomorrow, you will get another episode of Wide World Game Shows, and it'll be on another kids game, Juvenile Jury. So if you like this, check out the Wide World Game Shows episodes on these games I actually did talk about. In the upper left-hand corner is the episode I did on Jeopardy itself. The upper right-hand corner is the episode on its kids spin-off, Jep, which has, of course, already become the most viewed, the most viewed Wide World Game Shows episode on the channel to this day. Or go to the bottom left-hand corner and check out the episode on Pick Your Brain. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., as well as the Wide World Game Shows, then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.